总觉得看起来好像是风格不同的游戏啊。
I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are places in our world where fiction and dreams can come true.
接机模式，接机。我先上个厕所。噩梦，普通就好，普通就好，不需要这样，普通就好。亚历山大的某处，我刚才就是临时找一个汉化组，真的是。天，又是巴瑞。它跟本传有关系吗？这款我是完全没有玩过，完全
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict
天啊，是真人欸，是真人。
and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the herald of darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
他真人跟游戏捏的差的好像还蛮多的。
I'll catch you eventually! Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
声音会不会太大啊？其实我已经调一半了，可是好像声音还是蛮大的。哦，好。
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that
所以这应该
surrounds the
是
shores of
Aaron
our
写的
reality.
书的内容吧？
He has come
不
to fight a
是
decisive battle
不是那
in
个
Night Springs.
跟 Aaron 本身的角色有关系的故事。看起来啦，哇，那个 UI 还变了耶！好像别这感觉是别的游戏啊。那玩法应该差不多吧，我想。它 UI 的设计没有上一款好看欸，然后它上面的血条跟那个电池，它的电池的显示方式我不喜欢。所以它是一个无限打怪游戏。
That again, huh?
手枪的显示方式我也不喜欢，它怎么不像以前上一款那样是用那个子弹的那个图示来显示你有几
In
发？
another life, the man
好
was
不
a
习
writer.
惯哦。
He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
所以这应该算是另一个他吧，就是他写的故事的另一个他，这样。拿来解锁武器盒
My
的。
name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become
天啊，
one
这什么
overnight.
阅读方
Like
式
most
啊！
writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a
他们
staff
像
writer
上
on
一
Night
款那样
Springs
直接
TV
一
show.
张秀出
It
来。
wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft.
好像有点累个，我是不知道调低啊。它这款优化其实没有做得很好。高级选项非常低，我来一个非常低好了，非常低，非常低应该又会破图吧？还是会累个，算了算了，不管它了。
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his
我左右
predicament
不影响啊，
begins
因为
there.
有的游戏它其实会左右切换啊，所以我左右都可以。 没有什么太影响。我要走哪才是对的？左右哪一边对的？
Somewhere within the Earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes that
地球的内部的某处，空间被扭成碎片。
He must put an end to this madness.
是还蛮像街机游戏的，就是无限打怪什么的。他是叫我跑吗？
I can't stay here now.
我来不及解瞎杠啊 ！fuck！ 奈波了。无双，这还蛮像无双的。我要捡下杠啊！捡了，捡了，捡了！跑跑跑！什么神奇小箱子？我需要3张手铐才可以开一个箱子哦。Wonderful， 有人欸！先不管他，我们先去看一下旁边亮亮的那个东西。送。哦，是妹子。
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light. At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place.
我想要看个就是他的原稿的东西，看得很痛苦这样。
The warning lights were blinking fast.
他得用这样呈现方式吗？
The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox.
圆形的垃圾撞向了卫星。
High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided. Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's
他在骂另外一个他。
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
好像跟本传的故事不太一样。
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look.
总觉得他
I'll
的 B
buy
级
that.
感好像比较
Called
重。
taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
马丁枪
And they're，
马
climbing
丁
out of
枪
the
跟一般的
oil
小
well?
枪
What,
差
do they
别
have
哪
secret
里？
headquarters down there, or?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I
恶
need to
心的
close it.
地方的入
And
口
the。guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
What was that you said
好
about
长
my
哦，这对话。
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going
它
out
会
there.
吸
They
走你
might
的
be
能量。
dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent and herbal
好强哦。
detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
好强哦。刚刚那个很像什么？
The champion of light recognizes the
还可以
page he
重复拿
got
哦
from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design,
是怎样？
custom engineered to
重
destroy
复
the
拿弹
dark
药。
portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Great power, great power, great power。有可能吧，应该这边还算是教学吧。我想开哦，我想要冲锋枪，那个东西还在升怪呢。Great power。我还要去那个，这边怎么有点像 GTA 还是什么的啊？你看它上面有3个像这样 Great power， 那个旁白的声音还蛮有 Great power。
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time. You know how it is. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson.
哦，是那2个诶，那2个老头。等一下，巴瑞变他们经纪人了。
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie. Yeah, hey. Hello. Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young. You're only as old as you feel. Who you calling old?
Ha 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 ha.
Now, your last album was 1978's In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia! Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in
这
Washington.
2个
It was
不
obvious to me that they
不好好
So
乱
I
说。
figured, hey, let's make some music, right?
好好玩
They
哦。
went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
巴瑞跳槽
You
了
were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who...
啊，所以他是失踪了。
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break and then...
所以
the program,
那就是
we'll
这样
do
啦
the new Old Gods
，Aaron 继续在那边只是，
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
所以他是另一个 Aaron，也是啦，因为他的世界观就是，反正他就是写了一些没有东西的时候，所以就让这个世界变得有很多个那个 很多个他这样。但是我觉得这些他不是他的本尊，他的本尊应该是正在写东西的那个他，感觉上。手稿附近的位置，所以那个问号是，我刚刚不是听完了？解说，看下上面有没有东西。是，算是吧。因为他之前不是有放一些什么夜权之类的节目啊，他就有讲到多重宇宙啦，或是那个另外一个分身的他这样子。我想开车，没有车，前面有车。那这款游戏的优化真的就是蛮不亲切。有电视看了，可是因为这个比较后来出，所以画面真的比较清楚。
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets.
什么声音啊？所以他是坏 A 人。
That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing.
是怎样小丑吗？
I like it quiet.
这典型的坏人哎。
I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too.
好像没有还没有太交代这个部分，但是应该是他写的另外一个故事的阿萨布鲁吧。然后坏艾伦的部分比较像是他的反面吧。对啊，还蛮典型的 B 级，就我觉得他的有点 B 级片的那个，就是你从那个电视上看到这个片，然后就会转过去。我是不太看这一类型的片啦，很少看。我是也有看一些 B 级片，但是绝大部分 B 级片我都不太喜欢。像这种的，我就会转台了，这样。也没喷血啊，在那边。唉，对我来讲太清淡了。哦，有手稿。3张了，我们有3张了。
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear.
对啊，他也没累几分钟在那边。
I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me.
我 B 级片有点挑啦，
It may affect my mind,
就是
my memory.
就是要我能吸引我看下去的那一
It's
种。
worked for me before. Even if that
失
fails,
乐
I
园
think
那
I'll
种
be
我就
able
觉
to
得不
trust
错
my
啦。
instincts. I'm navigating my own story.
我看的 B 级片真的比较少。对不起，我不该 IESD， 还有那个。先去开冲锋枪，先不要管那么多。 好累个哦，我好累个。
I guess it's about time I went full
冲
auto.
锋枪好吗？算了，拿着好了。没用过，用公开。第一个，第二个不是 B 级片啊。第二个算是文艺片吧，是限制级的文艺片吧。不能开车哦，还有这样的哦。星星在附近。哦，因为他吃太多资源了，他优化做的不好。啊！吓死我了！哥哥，等一下，我按错键了。不好用哎，冲锋枪。金莲子，靠背。刚刚很近吼。我要换一下那个，我不喜欢他把那个丢那个放在那个花束的那个中间。哪？这个？哦。超值早餐虾饺，那个在那边。
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it.
哦，它可以直接这样拉正啊！哎，好，其实我没有看懂它上面写下面挖过说。要升怪，要升怪了，那个声音就是要升怪了。不进去哦。啊，那个星星在那个里面啊，在哪里啊？超大回。
tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
我怎么都用 jump scare 啊？好讨厌哦！我讨厌这种啦。可以不要用 jump scare 这样吗 ？I don't like her。卡宾枪又是虾饺。
That's two. Just one more to go.
猎枪吧。
Tells me I'm really gonna need the extra firepower.
猎枪16发。就那种跳出来吓你的啊，就是用那种方式，好讨厌哦。 关掉。感觉有东西要吓我了。怎样？
Wait. Whoa!
他这个的光影做的比较看得清楚。
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
旁边那个口白先生到底是谁啊？他让我想要口白人生呢、就是一直旁边有人在那边念一些543的这样。啊，不能从上面走哦，这么那个。哇，月亮 super 大，要海啸了。你们有看过《口白人生》吗？我蛮喜欢那部片的，我觉得蛮有趣的。我觉得手枪好像比较好用哎，可以捡回来吗？它的东西几乎都是重复捡的。
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
重写现实什么意思
All
啊
I'm？saying
当场
is
写
you
书
don't
吗
wanna？come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
你也死
In the
他！
middle of highly
你也死
flammable
他！
materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
你怎么在
Wait a
把
sec,
妹
I
啊
wanna ask？ you
所以他
about
老婆在这个
something
世界
first.
不存在，是不
What
是？
did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
就是一个觉得他是疯子，另外一个也觉得他是疯子的，大家都觉得彼此是疯子。会再剪一次吗？他怕你忘掉嘛？怕你忘掉啊！他讲一次这样。我要从哪边走？ 居然不能开。悟空想杀唐僧，妖是妖他妈生的，人也是人他妈生的。下雨喽，收衣服哦。我们副总倒是相当变态，上月跟他出国出差，我才知道他有飞行恐惧症，乱流时2只手抓住我，一只在左上背，另一只在跟我五指紧扣 ONG。吃了抗焦虑药还发癫，这好像也不能形容他是变态吧？人家就是害怕啊。
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my...
有怪。怪的移动速度变快了。哦呦！居然只能拿5发星火炬！天啊！比本传还要那个本传可以拿好多根欸。你这样啊你？受不了了，他想开车，我不能开车吗？他补充子弹的时候不是丢丢丢这样他是直接套上去了。他压力是很大吗？怎么会一直在吃药啊？我去哪里？早好变凉。
Time to make some serious changes.
转轮已就位了，原油在流畅，电池已安装，灯光在闪烁，唱片还在播放机里唱着歌。要按照顺序吗？请问轮子要放哪？有。 么东西啊？彗星撞地球吗？啊！也太嗨了吧！哎呦，僵尸片吗？
I'm here. Just keep your head down.
Yeah.
I think I hear more of them.
Yeah, I think I noticed. Good.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise,
整个地区毁掉哎，好猛
I
哦！
didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up, and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
讲话好快哦，咻咻咻咻咻！很呛哦，很呛啊！人家妹子刚刚吓到了。
A poltergeist. Its
Yoli.
existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, shit!
有没有感觉会又要 jump scare 的？会不会从冰箱蹦出个什么人之类的？
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack.
那把钥匙一大套一串。
Carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of
在
which
发生这么多
were
事之后，你还会赶快
entirely
走？
fallacious.
他要变身的吗？
Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions. 啊靠，忘了。他死掉了吗？不见了。哦，吸了。 Michael Farabee, dead, tortured.
天文
dressed
台
in
死
clothes
印
that bore
的
the
制
name of
服
a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
Go now。所以我直接就命中了重要的那个房间嘛。
The champion of light forges
光之
on
斗士，好
to
中
seek
二的
the
名字哦！
stars.
光之斗士。好的 score。洪崖峰天文台。
An observatory, a place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon. 他需要的是一个24小时都不会下山的太阳。惊死嘞！
As you
惊
know, I'm
死
Eddie
人
Rodman,
哦！
and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard who are doing their big comeback tour.
听个收音机为什么？
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I missed that.
And what about you, Tor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help.
要生气喽，北北要生气了。
You're on thin ice.
你如履薄冰了。
Whoa, hey, let me just step in here for a moment, boys. Yeah, Eddie, they do sound different, but believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Boom.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry, I'll see if I can make it. Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
我想听，但是肯定他是不会放的，王八蛋。想怎样啊？反走过必留下痕迹。我要走哪里啊？人进来我就好害怕。那个在上面吧。这边让我有点紧张了。这游戏这游戏在搞那个跳出来吓人的。那。有必要特写3个画面吗？
I've seen the enemy, and it's
死库雷奇先生的本质所在，它是每一个关于我的邪恶故事的巨蟹，一个自奉的画面，一个由错误概念规定的存在，一个人们由印象中的我集合而成的半真半假之人，一个由人肉组成的城市传奇，一个杀人狂，黑暗的一面被巨虎的力量转化为了人形。15张欸，哦，战斗猎枪欸，好像很厉害，15张，战斗猎枪哦。吃原狗的怪物。哦哟！好咯，不要再突然爬出来了。好咯，够咯，可以咯。 么都没有原稿啊，我是要剪原稿的。唉，只给5个，只能拿5根火炬，实在真的很不贴心。他的 BGM 蛮那个扰乱人家心思的。这边要几张？40张，40张，真是吃手稿的怪物。有一张哎。
The pressure of success got to me.
不给啊，40张那么多个。盲卡里面有什么？
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
I can't believe. 音腔好重啊 ！I can't believe. 哦哟 fuck 嘞！ 你到不要开门？快开门
I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice.
干嘛随时随地都要那个啊？他都要自拍就对了。
This whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
要俩拱吗？拿一把虾杠冲出去，然后把所有人射杀这样。他讲的时候就被那群人就是尖叫声干扰啊，他没送。干嘛？要干嘛？ 这是要干嘛？用揍的吗？
Never mind.
看起来像用拳头揍光所有的人。笑屁哦！哈哈哈哈哈！什么东西啊？好吧，拿把刀还是什么的，好吗？
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
这边的音乐很那个虚幻。那个是捏捏吗？
The man who looked like me. What did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted
夜
to
权
my
证
springs. It's the strangest
是虚
thing.
拟的吧
It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course.
突然
Most
变得这
likely
么
it's
星
caused
际
by
科
some
幻
kind
感。
of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
好哦，带我回家小尖儿。
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper man.
喜欢自己的声音。
You aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
"丞相正立。
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
哪里啊？
This must be her car.
这个吗？这蜘蛛网一张太严重了吧？是有蜘蛛吗？天哪，这样有蜘蛛哎！这别怪游戏了吧？知道，我也不知道瞎搅。晚上还听到蜘蛛在爬声音。你会怕蜘蛛？哎！快开门！八爪怪。那里面蜘蛛不是很可爱吗？我记得还会发出叫声，发出“喂”的叫声这样。
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Hold on.
那不是有点幽默的 B 级片吗？以前看的时候觉得里面蜘蛛很可爱。
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just
我很怕。那你跟妍妍一样啊，妍妍也很怕蜘蛛。我还好，我是怕它咬我而已，不然其实不太会怕，还是比较怕蟑螂。靠，这样就过载了，要爆炸了吗？
Shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but
我依然是个工具人。
I got it.
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
去哪里打开啊？我要去哪里？所以他放下我，让我就上去好了。
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly. Until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
负责对话完了。哔哔。门穴草。
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
哪边进去啊？这个吗？好远哦。
I've carried a flashlight and a gun.
仅存的希望是没错啊。 啊！被撞到只剩下那个。怎样？发生什么事啊？为什么不开门？我不是打开了吗？我这边还有一个，对不起。
Okay, that should do it.
偷拍走，不给进啊！没有关口不给进啊！没有开不给进。
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in.
还可以从下面钻进来哦。死掉！按错键了啦。
Valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in. Hold on a little longer. I've almost got it isolated.
靠，你终于开了。
Right? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners?
我的节操哪儿？
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
我的节操到哪儿了？
receiving the signal now?
Oh, yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow. Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the
碎
whole
片
thing. This is important.
又来这
I'm
套。
sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any
直接给他
sense.
看不就好了
The
吗？
stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
哪里啊？说信报纸，我怎么没看到？哦，这个。
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the champion of light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete, and yet it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, a course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
我们又到下一个点是吗？剧院。
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid
我觉得这个好有趣哦，就是坐在汽车上看电影这样。
And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
两边门可以进去吗？不能。什么东西？我好像听到有人。 怎么有点 Silent Hill？
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry
干嘛？
if you're here. So you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
为什么他身上在喷烟呢？
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
他看起来为什么好像随时随地准备要怀孕呢？
I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register.
但你不要做坏事。
You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before? and you kissed me, and then everything got all dark. That was the best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me
让打一巴掌，快跟我
Not with a
说。
10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
那个绿光闪得很急躁，就是。
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped.
We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon.
平衡降魔，什么东西？
And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know what I mean?
Best, but it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey...
Easy, man. Hey, you know, man. Hey. You know what I mean?
just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up.
You know, man.
It's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard, and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
唱哎，好早期的那个、哦，80年的那一种。那个哈哈哈，那个也太像那个了吧，迈克杰克森站立的那个。骗谁啊？那个声音是两个老头唱的。难怪也被人家怀疑啊。Shadow， 真的啊？骗谁啊？声音也太年轻了。好，我们听一点点就好了。
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Not good.
什么声音？该有蜘蛛。天哪，你太贵了吧！
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You
为
ready
什么他
to
像
save the day?
很像 Spider-Man 这样，然后突然冒出来？靠这个你玩就好啦。为什么拍两刀这么骚包啊？好想打他哦！还啊什么？笑欸，真的是塞一口欸。到底在哪里啊？哦，在下面，走错路了。要走那个楼梯下去。我要头皮有点发麻。
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Shut up! 又一个香香。哦，射超远。啊！好啊，好啊，都不能开啊，好啊，好啊。 我要从哪进去？对的。感觉就是要生怪啦，就是我要被吓到了。我现在写给你啊，混蛋！那边有一张。
Alice, my wife, the best thing that.
他手稿好像蛮多的，好懒得找哦。这边也太雾茫茫了吧。
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
这是什么？
Red lights, green lights. They have to mean something.
这样吗？小怪怎么要少一只啊？我刚从哪边进来的？嗯？它是被封起来吗？电流袭击棒哦。 我怎么走出去啊？有点小迷路哎、啊！这里，哎，卡住了。 又
have
来。
no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
哦，什么东西啊？还可以丢那个的哦。
Those.
打开门楼的灯。怎样啊？一直乱丢。 要放电影了，又是那一段，这也太自恋了吧！烂片哦，快翻片！
Wait, 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 wait!
他还在扛。
So nice in the dark. I can... No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth.
The
He was
asshole.
talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I mean, I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's just footage she shot of you
哦，
at
所
some
以这是
point.
时间是
But
后
she
面
turned
的
it into this thing. It's almost like a memorial of sorts. Because, you know, you're supposed to be dead. Or something.
Uh-huh. How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, this... God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
"还在放那部片。怎样子发生
That's
事
the
啊？
security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rent-a-cop.
不会越来越夸张了。我要怎么？就这样。
The champion of light can feel the
光
fragment
之
of the
斗士
signal in his pocket, the weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
有阶机耶。夜已深，夏已尽。 啥回？赛车游戏。场景。哦，时钟。
Hell, this isn't going right.
You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife!
原来你其实做这么多，只是想要代替他而已。这也蛮可悲的。
I can keep this up forever. Show yourself. Whatever you say, buddy.
坏人都穿的比较帅。他用真人影片蛮有趣的。
The rush of darkness is unstoppable.
小妾想扶正。
Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world. But now he sees the trap for what it is.
Again?
A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
变得更暗了。有蜘蛛嘞，因为有那个蜘蛛丝。
Oh, not birds again. What the hell?
男主角快不行了。鸟不能那个吗？把它变成这样哦，这么新形态。鸟人好像蛮屌的。 又来。
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy?
我要再拿一次电池。
Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane.
汪洋血迷宫
That's why this is happening
Loop
again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
You're gonna be okay. If you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
哦，闪光弹拿掉。哦，旁边。
Now Night Springs is in Arizona.
"要进该死的隧道哎，不会有什么
Well,
好
this
事
should be perfectly safe.
Yup， 该倍率在帝都吧。你不能就是出来亮相然后就跑掉啊！
Now I just need her to charge this up.
糟糕，忘了换 力气哦，有够浪费啦！颜色太相近了，好像那个。
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with
为
this,
什么不他跟你去就好了呢？
Yeah, I guess.
他这样不是还要再死一
It's just
次
that
吗
this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
烦。是一样的。啊，我忘了转那个北七。要撞几次啊？啊！
Be in trouble. Better hurry. Emma, I'm coming.
果然背后有人哎。
It's not the bad thing. Nothing.
Oh. 闪光刀对他没有用，他直接射他。
It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious.
他刚刚也是待在这里，所以死掉了。
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
他也是死掉了。诶，哦靠，搞错了。同一间吗？
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring.
所以这是一个重复性关卡。
It's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
该不会我还要继续在就是天文台那边还要再重过一次吧？不会是这样的游戏吧
？Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Better find Dr. Meadows' car.
我直接进来到底是一直
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air.
You suck, Eddie!
Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
那个 You suck。所以我也可以直接跳过那个步骤去拿那个东西就好了。天啊，我还没有拿到15张。
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the There are places where our world is worn.
Yeah. 过头了。What? .哪里啦？你怎样 ？bug 吗？他是不是卡点？刚刚那个鸟人没死啊，他是卡住了。算了算了，不管他了。
Stories come naturally to us.
.再可以直接进来了。
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that.
This.
Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on.
这是什么工具秀吗？
Classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip, Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care
我
of
要
it.
再去逛一次。啊！
I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
外面那一个就好了吧？好 ，wonderful。主管道哪一个？是楼卡迄吗？我敢有看唔到是楼卡迄吗？ 晚安喽。这也太多个了吧！多啦安哦。
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
guess they didn't like that.
哎呦，太夸张了吧！呢，走错路了，走错路了。慢吃。
It's working. Please, come up here.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these
因为
creatures.
他是男主角啊。
You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering
谁给你这个
reality
权利
with
的
your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and
他们开始在
probabilities
讲解
or
一些
natural
无为不为
reality,
敏感，我还
which
听
is
不懂。
presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
然后还要再去一次电影院。
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
还在扛。
Serena's probably out of her mind again, but I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back. To change the world, you must craft a blueprint.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little
你能
wife.
成为我的邮差
waiting at home
邮
for
差。
Bobby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if
Am I
we can do
right?
what we
Am I
want,
right?
how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us, and that what we take to be freedom
哟，变身了
more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted reflection of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
刚刚那个是夜权那个节目的那个旁白的声音。唉，真麻烦。
Are you getting it yet, genius?
一个愤怒，不太夸张。
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful.
她真的很内，应该是很美吧。
Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course.
真的，她太棒了，太棒了。
Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
My darling wife。走错边。真麻烦。就讨厌重复性的东西了。
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
我以为这是自动消失哦。难受。没生怪 ，Why？
For Serena Valdivia.
Mm-hmm. 当然是变蜘蛛是吗？哎，变了，哈哈。哦呦！又被封起来了，忘了。
die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
怎么还是放同一部片啊？少一个呢？中间那个没生出来。怎样？跟着星号吗？ 然后换了个位置。
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
夜已深，下一件，我看见一件灾难片海报。红色的灭火器。可不要第三轮吧 ？What the fuck？
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
什么东西啊
？Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures. Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place.
能不能直接跳到那个电影里
Works
面去啊
against the herald of darkness.
Holy shit! What are you, hillbilly?
也太大了。是 bio 吗？还把怪物放大了。
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
哇，所以现在这个变成就是直接放在这里了，我不用去找。太好了，真贴心啊！ 已经第3次看到那个卫星掉下来了。我又是第3次听到这首歌了。啊！
Next stop, saving Emma.
哎呦你！法内小瘪三。
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Not as long as I show up, I guess. Clear now.
是右讲小公主吗？那个 ID 是白的，根本看不到。
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as
你
well
不要
try
直接
to
跟
be
我
smart
走啊！
about
你还在
it.
这边送死吗？
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
And I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
修保险盒。好标吗？哦！ 烦欸。
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend. Really?
他刚刚学的还挺像的，还蛮像巴瑞的。
I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my
还
business.
人身攻击。
Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel.
心跳加速。
Night Springs doesn't exist. Getting the Andersons into the recordings? Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
所以这是最后一轮了。
Lights on, okay?
话说我没有去过别的房间看看欸，去看看好了。会不会听？
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Art Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay.
钱才是世界润滑油。
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen.
Oh, 在拿东西了。
Alice and Barry, my wife and...
所以自从他失踪之后，巴瑞跟他的太太就没有什么交集了。
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this. Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in
他就不
equal
能直接把我
measure.
跑到楼上去
Soon,
吗？
he knows he will have what he needs.
然后再走一次哎。
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
升过来，升过来。
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that his work is still being appreciated by so many readers.
Yes, of course, but I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch? Or?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side.
I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
Oh呦，直接射我旁边。
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
What？ 啊！亚西亚，差点我以为我要死掉了。
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom.
什么都是真的，你学会放开那些你无法控制的事，否则你就会发疯。
The film noir poster reminds.
哎呀，迪利亚！天哪，从这么遥远的地方，给他2发好了。还要重剪了吗？是啊，算最后了吧？小莉莉找哦。如果他说的是真的话，那就是最后了，快结束了这样。晚一点打好了。
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are.
升级版本，哈哈哈。2.0吗？
No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
"自恋的家伙。为什么要放音乐啊？哎，怎么一直升啊？反不反啊？
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
No.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now, but technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb my enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go...
最后了，终于第3次，我好腻哦。
I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again. No more bad guys.
虽然说不是完全一模一样，但是一直在同张地图上，
I'd love the
觉得好腻。
opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
约我再去一次电影院。OK。
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it.
而且直接来发电厂了，所以不用就是还要路过那个电影院。
Perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
唉，又你。
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
好烦哦。啊！ 差点被他锯死的要求。为什么要是放这么多啊？受不了！ 位置好像不太一样。要走错路，我老是走错路。
Never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
什么东西啊？又来！靠死！不用这么多只吧？可恶，我信号枪都用完了。
Think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
真的有点有完没完啊，这样。
When the dark man's eyes suddenly
工作优先。
You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
哪里啊？哪里？喂喂！哎呦！啊！屁希望！猛森啊！啊！台语版就不好了。
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
等了。 可是台南的口音是最好懂的。台南的台语没有什么太大的差别啊，南部的台语基本上是最常听到的那个腔调。啊哈，是啊。
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How?
这也太突然了吧！什么东西啊？
held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place.
这只是一个夜犬的其中一集而已。
From Night Springs.
陀螺还在转，对，陀螺还在转。都玩完了，哇呼！把片尾跑完就收台。Oh yeah.
And if you're broken down, lying face on the ground, it's too late. For I've seen it all as the shadows fall when the dawn breaks. I could never be beyond repair. I could never be beyond repair. Watching the sun come up and my hands, they are shaking whilst my
shaking.
they cannot turn.
像早上这个时间应该会有一些人开早餐台啊。
I'm finally taking each day with a will to burn. And the sky is a picture of violence, blood red and steely blue.
露胸台。我打哈欠，等下去洗澡。也不是这样说啦，我比较晚起来。什么东西？好像电视坏掉。
Al？
他穿着红色外套，所以这应该那个时间点应该其实是在本传的那个时间点吧？他睡在汽车旅馆吗？I don't know。好啦，今天就先看到这了，谢谢大家的收看，大家拜拜，早上记得吃早餐。
I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are places in our world where fiction and dreams can come true, powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. These places are a battlefield in the war between the powers of light and darkness. I'm Alan Wake, a writer, a creator. I know the rules of the game. My specialty is fiction that can change the world. Words of power that can bend reality to my will.
他这块资料片做不好玩。
Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. He's after my wife, Alice.
Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. Fiction wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
Ah, 收台，拜拜。